Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome into the show that's on in the afternoon. We've got a great guest in studio here with us.
Legendary guest. I'm so excited.
Absolutely. He's like, don't pump me up too much, guys.
Oh,
No,
so what?
don't put too much pressure on me. Yeah, no, Davis Luce, definitely a local legend here and becoming a legend across the country here. Very cool. We're going to talk to him about, he's in town. He's doing a couple of shows.
Yes, sir.
Coming up. They're writing some songs. He's got visiting, staying at a place on the beach, just writing music, man.
That's where the inspiration is, right?
That's a good inspiration for music, I think.
Not at like some hotel with 350 rooms. He actually has a beautiful place to visit.
That's right, man. So we will talk to Davis in just a couple of minutes, catch up with him, find out what's been going on in Nashville, all that good stuff, man. We've also got your horoscopes, your events, and your memes to end the show.
Oh, yeah, we got something nice for you.
Okay, man. Can't wait. We will start off by telling you about our friends at Bozard Ford Lincoln. Been in the dealership game since 1949, and they've been more than just a dealership. They are a family-owned beacon of trust right here in St. Augustine, founded on the principles of honesty, integrity, and community service. That Bozard family tradition continues to thrive through generations. They've got that state-of-the-art service facility, 91 climate-controlled bays out there, a quick lane for no appointment needed maintenance. Plus, you can enjoy the comforts of their customer lounge and the unique flavors of Ford's Garage.
Yeah, very nice.
Proud recipients of the prestigious Triple Crown Award and named Florida's Dealer of the Year by Dealer Rater. Their team is dedicated to providing an enjoyable and efficient experience. Bozard Ford Lincoln, they offer the best in pricing, selection, and service just off I-95 and State Road 16, where your satisfaction is their mission, and they are driven to inspire. Also, our friends at the Bailey Group, providing custom solutions for happy, healthy employees. Building the perfect plan to attract high-performing and loyal employees can be tough. Making sure that plan meets legal, regulatory, and other requirements is even harder. You need a program that is designed for you, not an off-the-shelf package, one that's designed for your size, your location, your number of employees, your demographics, and your type of business, of course. Finding the right solution depends on having a different perspective that sees the bigger picture as well as those intricate details. That's where the Bailey Group comes into the picture, bringing you the right service, people, technology, experience, and the insights that can help you see and do so much more. Most of all, they strive to take the headaches out of the process. Let them do that for you. Give them a call and set up an appointment, 904-461-1800. Another great place to make an appointment would be Alace Med Spa.
Yes, sir.
They specialize in providing their clients with a wide range of luxurious spa treatments and advanced medical aesthetic procedures. Whether you're looking to unwind with a hydrofacial or enhance your natural beauty with Botox, dermal fillers, laser treatments, and a whole lot more. If you're a first-time client, you can mention Davey's name.
That's all you got to do. Just go in, mention my name. I'm going to save you $100 off of your first service. It's pretty awesome.
That's incredible. Yeah. Check them out. Elace.com. Book your appointment today.
Yes, sir.
Davis Luce joining us in studio here today. Davis, how you been, man?
So good. How are y'all?
Good, man. Good to see you.
Good to see y'all. It's good to be home.
Yeah, right? What do you do when you first come home? What's like your go-to when you first get back in town?
Find the biggest bucket of peel and eat shrimp, a bucket of beer I can find.
I love that.
There you go, man.
Actually, give my mama a hug. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great answer.
Your mom's a great lady. We just had her in studio a couple of weeks
She's the
ago,
best.
man.
The
She's
coolest.
awesome. She really is.
She really is.
You're
Of
very
course.
lucky, man. Very lucky.
Really lucked out in the parental department.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Not everybody does.
Great stewards of your music career even early on, right?
Oh, yeah.
When did music career start for you, and how the family was involved with the whole dream?
Well, mom and dad moved us up here and opened the restaurant Gas when I was in third grade. Every day after school, I'd go over and just kind of follow mom around and just talk to people. And Matt Pellissier and Gabe Pellissier and Ryan Murphy from the amphitheater would come in several times a week for lunch. And I'd talk to them, and they were like, hey, if you ever want to come over and see a show, just come hang out with us, And so in fifth grade, I had turned down this offer so many times. And then Alan Jackson came to town.
Hey, man.
And I was like, all right, I'm going to go to this. I have to. So I got out of school. Mom dropped me off. And I picked up trash and cleaned bathrooms and got to see Alan Jackson. And just seeing the work that is put in and, the day-to-day stuff that goes on behind the scenes at the amphitheater. I was like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And I always loved country music, and like music was very present in our household, all kinds of music. And I was like, this is what I want to do some way, shape, or form. And really just fell in love with it and kept doing that. And started writing songs in like middle school and taking guitar lessons. And it's just kind of blossomed into this thing that
Awesome.
I can't get rid of it.
Yeah.
Playing guitar was, boy, it was tough for me to pick up. My dad's a great guitar player. We got a lot of great guitar players in my family, but it was a skill that I wish I would have had the patience to learn.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to feel like you were comfortable, like you were, okay, I can do this. I got this now.
I don't know, a couple years, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not real good. I know about 4 licks, and I put them everywhere they fit. So, I just overuse them all the time.
But that's like your signature, right?
Yeah, I guess
Your
so.
secret sauce.
Yeah, sure.
So when did the opportunity come up to go to Nashville and really start pursuing this as a legitimate career?
Ooh, let's see. The St. Augustine Songwriters Festival came to town, and my buddy Dylan Rumrell was, he's a big part of that, and bringing that here. And I texted Dylan after school one day, and I was like, "Hey, man, I think I was a junior in high school. And I was like, hey, man, how do I get involved in this? How do I just come be?" And he was like, "Just come down and hang out." I met Arliss Albritton, and Dylan and was like, "Hey, this is our local guy. It loves country music, whatever." And ended up having me play in front of a bunch of hit songwriters. And so I met a bunch of hit songwriters that weekend. And I was like, this is like the songwriter community is the most special. It's the most special family I've ever seen. Like, everybody really takes care of each other. And I just felt welcomed in by all of these guys that have written my favorite songs. Yeah. And so did that. Fast forward, I met a guy, Mark Irwin, that same year, and I drove him around all weekend, and we just clicked on everything. It's super weird. He wrote Alan Jackson's first #1 hit.
Whoa, Kismet, yeah.
Yeah, just full circle, just wild stuff. And he called me or sent me a text, and he was like, "Hey, man, do you want to come play the Bluebird Cafe in Nashville?" And I was still in high school. I'd never, we had been once to Nashville, I think. And I was like, sure. So huge. Yeah. I mean, huge deal. And so that opened an opportunity for me to go. I was 16 years old, and Mom and Dad let me get in the truck by myself.
Really?
Go to Nashville. I stayed with some family up there, and played the Bluebird and got to do a lot of really cool stuff. And I think that's really when I fell in love with Nashville. Just see it, Mark took me and we wrote at a publishing house, and I got to see how all of that works on a day-to-day basis. And a buddy of mine that I had met at the concert hall took me over to the Opry, and I was backstage at the Opry and I was like, it's just unreal. It's how do you walk away from that? And so that was the first Nashville thing. And you get home from that, I tell people all the time, it's like a bug, you catch a bug and you just can't shake it at all. There's something about that place.
What was the Bluebird performance like? Were you just so nervous? How did you, you were so young, so how did you overcome that stage fright moment?
Just got through the first song and, I was like, well, this is cool. I don't know. I think the most nerve-wracking thing is sitting beside a guy that's written hits for everybody and will be in the Songwriter Hall of Fame one day. He's the man. And being with 2 other people that had they've been in Nashville for 3 or 4 years, and I don't know, it was really special. And I've been lucky to play the Bluebird 5 or 6 times now.
That's incredible.
It's really, really cool.
That's awesome.
So.
I'm hearing a story of a lot of persistence and taking advantage of opportunities that fell on your plate. It's such a weird landscape in music these days, it seems like, where a lot of people think, well, the road to being a big musician is putting a lot of stuff on SoundCloud, and then somebody will just find me one day.
Yeah.
But you went out and found your opportunities. You picked up trash at the amphitheater. You know, you went out and took advantage of an opportunity at the Songwriters Festival. You were out there meeting people. You were making connections. You drove 16 hours out to Nashville at 16 years. You know, it's just taking advantage of opportunities, right? And meeting people in the business and just building on those connections. And so is that the advice you would kind of have for people who are looking to get into the music business, is take advantage of opportunities? What road should people be looking at going down if they want to get into the world of music and they have a passion for it?
I think never saying no.
Yeah.
And just believing in yourself, you know, more than anything, because I hear no more than I hear yes. And anybody you ask is going to say that, you know, especially in Nashville. And I think just like being present, showing up on time, and just like keeping your head down and just being a part of the family and going and supporting people, just being good to people is what I found, you know, is it just being good, you know, just being a good human.
You'll be amazed how many connections you build by just being a good person, right?
Just being a good person.
Yeah.
It sounds so silly, but like
that's who people want to work with. Yeah. People want to work with good people.
Absolutely. And yeah, I don't know, just being persistent and just sticking with it, you know, and just, it's all about attitude, really.
So you write your own music, right?
Yeah.
So do you ever cover anything? Do you ever cover music, or do you strictly only just do your music?
Well, we play cover gigs all the time. I mean, I love, I mean, that's what I do basically 5 nights a week, is I play somewhere. That's how I support myself up there. But in the mornings we write 5 days a week as well. Great. And I'm chasing a publishing deal right now and talking to some companies and trying to find a home and, you know, find that, you know, the publishing family, and those people will find homes for the songs that we write every day. And but yeah, I mean, I play, you know, a bunch of cover gigs, but I'll, you know, mix original songs in there.
Does St. Augustine have a part in any of your writing of your music?
Yeah,
as
absolutely.
An inspiration or anything?
Absolutely. I think just like find it, like I really found music in St. Augustine, from the farmer's market and Liz and Lon Williamson, and, you know, hearing all the guys on, you know, playing stogies and stuff. You know, it's like all of it plays a part. And like Trey Brewer was my guitar teacher over at St. Augustine High, and Tommy Bledsoe played a huge part in my, you know, just like finding what I liked, and you know, just talk about two really great human beings.
Yeah,
I mean, those guys are my heroes.
Yes,
and I don't know, just coming from such a like an arts driven town is it definitely plays a part.
That's awesome.
In who I am and what I do on a daily basis.
Yeah. Do you ever get, if you're writing songs 5 days a week, I imagine this is just the regular routine for you. How do you overcome burnout? Like, how do you keep the passion going?
Come to St. Augustine.
Yeah. There you go.
Put your feet in the sand or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's tough. You know, we all bring ideas and titles and all that stuff every day, and it does get hard to be fresh, you know, and stay with it. And I try to take a week off every once in a while, every few months, just to not think about writing, because I feel like I've, you know, and even like this is kind of why we plan this trip, is just to get away. You know, where we write, you know, on Music Row, it's a lot of really like cubicles almost, and offices with no windows, and just really like the lighting's kind of crappy, and
right.
You know, it's just not pretty some days, and some days you're out on some big ranch and you're sitting on some farm or something, you know, and just
picturesque.
Yeah, just super picturesque. But most days it's a little office. So we planned this trip to come down here and just unplug and not think about Nashville, and just try to find, you know, I don't know, I feel like we've written
like Zen or some peaceful moment, right?
Yeah, and it's like there's no pressure. Like if we get a song this morning, we get a song. If we just get of course, that's what we got.
Have you ever had another artist take some of your music and do their own spin on it? How does that feel?
Yeah. Most recently, there's an artist in Nashville. Her name's Aniston Pate. She and I were out at a writer's round one night, and somebody was talking about something and said something about a hummingbird. And I looked at Aniston and I was like, we got to go home and write a song about a hummingbird. So we went to my back porch, sat there and wrote a song called Hummingbird. And it's about our moms and like growing up and like how they've supported us chasing a dream. And she played it on American Idol, and she put it out a few months ago. It's really, really cool. And then I've got a few other cuts coming out this year as well.
That is awesome.
It's really, really special.
How do you know when you've got a song? Because, I mean, writing as much as you do, songs, tons of different songs must fly out. How do you know when you've got one that you're like, okay, this is one we need to put on an album. This is one I need to be performing. Or is it just a feeling?
If you leave the room that day and listen to it on the way home, that's usually when I know, you know, like there's some songs, I mean, I write more bad songs than I write good songs, you know, and I'll leave the room some days and be like, that wasn't the best thing that I've ever done.
Do you just archive it, maybe come back to it? And,
we do a lot of rewrites and stuff as well. You know, there's some of us are better about it than others. You know, if it just wasn't a good vibe in the room that day, sometimes we just are like, maybe that wasn't the best chemistry. But if it's, you know, a group of guys I really love and write with a lot, we'll come back and be like, you know, that song could be pretty dang good.
Right.
You know, it just ain't there yet.
So what do you think about the whole crossover with country music right now? I mean, you see a lot of influence of hip hop coming in. You see a lot of maybe EDM is coming in too, with like, you know, Diplo is kind of doing some kind of crazy remixes and things. What do you think about all that? Do you see that angle for you, or are you just going to stick to the roots of country music?
I stay in my lane, and I know what I do. Yeah. And I love it, though. I think the more people that can be exposed to country music, the better. And I love what Post Malone's doing right now. He's just the coolest. And
absolutely.
He hangs out a lot of spots that we hang out, and, you know, it's really cool to see a guy singing George Strait covers and Joe Diffie covers and all the stuff that we love. And he loves it. He really loves it.
It seems like
it's so genuine. And
I believe he's got a country album coming out.
Just came out. Just came out.
Okay.
And a lot of duets with, you know, legends. I mean, Dolly Parton's on the record. And,
wow.
I mean, if you've got Dolly behind you, I'm behind you.
God bless. Right?
Dolly,
yes.
Yeah. But I love it. I think, like I said, the more folks that are exposed to country music, the better.
Yeah.
Love that.
You know?
Yeah.
What do you think makes country music so different from all the other genres?
I just think it's honest and raw, and like, I think there's a country song for everybody. Like, you can connect with something in country music and you really feel something. And
I feel like it tells its story too.
Yeah, it's
from beginning to end of the song, you know.
Absolutely.
Like there's a lot of pop girlies out there. Like I'm a huge fan of Charlie XCX, I'm not gonna lie, but those are just kind of fluff, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like cotton candy. Where I feel like country music has such substance to it.
Yeah,
they tell a story. Is that something that you look at, like from beginning to end?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Cool. I mean, especially in writing too, it's like, all right, are we just writing a song about, are we just writing a drinking song, or are we like telling a story? I'm about to get in the studio and cut some songs. It's the first time I've been in the studio in almost 2 years. And this is a perfect example. Like, I was on a flight back from South Dakota, and the flight map on the seat back in front of me was all messed up. And I knew that flight from South Dakota to Nashville wasn't somewhere over Santa Fe, but I was like, that's a great song title. I had no idea what it meant, and I took it to the two of my buddies that are here in town, and I was like, somewhere over Santa Fe. It's like falling in love on an airplane. And my buddy Ethan, he was like, well, it's kind of crazy. We weren't over Santa Fe, but you know, it's literally about, it's a love story about this girl that Ethan met on a plane one time, and
wow,
like never saw each other again. But it's you know, I don't know, I feel like putting a story out there like that everybody can relate to is like, it's so special. And that's why, like, seeing Alan Jackson is, you because all of his songs, they're just relatable. They're
Mhm.
simple, they're relatable. Everybody can get behind it and feel something, you know?
I love
Yeah,
that.
yeah, man. So what do you got coming up? What's exciting? What's next on the agenda? And then talk about these upcoming shows here in St.
Yeah.
Augustine as well.
Well, like I said, I'm about to get in the studio and cut 3 or 4 songs and put them out. I'm really excited about that. I feel like I'm ready to cut some more music. And it's time, and kind of chasing that artist thing again. Other than that, just like chasing a pub deal and that kind of stuff, and then just sticking with it. That's,
Yeah.
that's all. I don't know. There's nothing too crazy going on.
Yeah.
But we're in town this weekend, myself and my best friends in the whole world, Ethan Phillips, Justin Dukes, and Carson Peters. They're so incredibly talented, and I just believe in those guys so much. And I'd love for everybody to come out Friday and Saturday night. I believe show is at 8 or 8:30.
I got
I
it.
can't remember.
I just got to say, great country music names, all of you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, come
Incredible.
on.
Yeah.
That
I learned
sounds
so
like a
much
group
from-
of guys I want to see play.
Yeah, I learned so much from those guys every day, and man, I'm just so. I don't think any of them been to St. Augustine before, so
Oh, cool.
this is their first time here, and man, we're just having a good time, and we're gonna be singing country music. So
Do you have a preference, indoor or indoor or outdoor venue?
indoor right now. Catch me in the fall. I'll play Colonial Oak anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's hot. Yeah.
It is hot. I was
It is
wondering,
hot.
how do you do that? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Davis, tell us where people can go to follow you, what you're doing,
Yeah.
find
Yeah.
out about upcoming shows, upcoming music, all that good stuff.
Yeah, any social media platform at Davis Loose, Loose. That's me. Very
Okay.
simple. And anywhere you stream music, I've got a song out right now. Like I said, we're working on new music and putting that out hopefully later this year. So,
Fantastic.
yeah.
Cool, man.
What a cool journey.
Well, Davis, glad you could come by and spend some time
Thank
with us
y'all
in
for
studio,
having
man.
me.
We
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Always
Appreciate
good to
y'all.
catch up with you, brother.
Great to see you guys.
Heck yeah, man. Dude,
I
following his
this.
dreams like nobody else.
That is
man.
amazing.
It's really awesome.
That's an
It is really
inspiration
cool.
right there.
And again, taking advantage of opportunities that were put in front of him. You know, a lot of people who, even when they're first starting out in music, a lot of people have this feeling of, I'm too good to go pick up trash. I'm not going
Right.
to go pick up trash at the amphitheater just to see Alan Jackson. I'll just buy a ticket. This guy puts in the work, man. He meets people. He puts in the work. He's following his dreams wherever
With
that may lead him.
compassion.
Yeah.
Be a great person.
Yes.
That's so inspiring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Very cool.
Yeah. Great talk.
So we hope you will pick up all of Davis Luce's work that's available and everything coming out in the future, man.
Yeah. Check them out.
Exciting
Cafe
stuff.
11. Let's go.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of let's go in an Old Town Trolley.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. You can sit back and relax as Old Town Trolley's licensed and talented tour conductors share over 500 years of St. Augustine's history, culture, and old world charm and experience unforgettable views aboard their open-air trolleys in the process. Guests going to enjoy the city's European flavor, the brick-lined streets, and the sights such as the Castillo de San Marcos, the Fountain of Youth, Henry Flagler's former Ponce de Leon Hotel, and much more. It's a 90-minute tour, features 22 stops, covers more than 100 points of interest, and you can use your ticket all day for on and off boarding. Trolley ticket also includes free admission to the St. Augustine History Museum, free shuttle service to many area hotels, and free access to the St. Augustine Beach bus shuttle service. They're the green trains. You'll love them.
And All American Air, they take great pride in providing quality service and installations, in turn gaining a customer for life. Steve Chapman's All American Air can match any price, but no one can match their quality and service. Our friends at All American Air, they'll take exceptional care of your home unit. When was the last time somebody came over and just gave it a good inspection? Well, give All American Air a call at 904-461-0070 and get on those maintenance appointments, or get on their calendar at allamericanairac.com.
All right, man. And then, of course, our friends at Bin 39 Wine Bar, the place that you are guaranteed to find your new favorite wine if you haven't already.
Or local musician. They've got great
Or local musicians.
Yeah.
They do have local music out there almost every single day.
Absolutely.
Starting around 1 o'clock. And they've just got a very vibrant atmosphere. It's a great place to hang out with friends, sip on a few glasses of wine, and they got some beers there as well.
Yes,
if you're
sir.
a wine person, but the person you're hanging out with is not necessarily a wine person, they can get some great brews down there at Bin 39 as well.
Beer was fun yesterday. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that was a great show. Bin 39. Check them out. Find your new wine today.
Yeah.
All right, we'll give you something to whine about here. It's horoscope time.
That was great.
Libra and Aquarius on deck today. We will start with Libra. Libra, your search for balance will feel as hopeless as a one-legged tightrope walker in a windstorm. That's hopeless. Your indecision will leave you paralyzed, unable to make the simplest choice, like picking between two equally terrible lunch options. Oh.
Wow.
Your love life will be a soap opera of cliche misunderstandings and unapologetic feelings. We'll go with that.
That's nice.
Never seen that one word before. People will exploit your desire for harmony, leaving you feeling like a doormat with foot-shaped bruises. Have a nice day.
Ooh.
That's a nice way to cap it off. Have a nice day.
Good luck.
After all that.
Oof.
Aquarius, your quest for individuality will leave you feeling like the last kid picked for dodgeball.
Oh.
Your revolutionary ideas will be met with blank stares and polite dismissals. At least they're polite.
At least they're polite.
Yeah.
That's true.
Friends will view your eccentricities as mere annoyances, and your humanitarian efforts will be undermined by trivial concerns. Throwing a lot of fancy words at me in the horoscopes today. Life will feel like fighting an uphill battle against apathy. But hey, the stars can only try.
They better try.
They're not
harder.
trying.
Yeah.
They're not trying very hard, man. Jeez.
Well, let's get ready to tailgate, all right?
All right.
Let's make plans to attend the St. Johns County Long-Term Recovery Organization's open house on Thursday, August 29th. This is happening from 9 a.m. until noon at the United Way of St. Johns County. That's over on Bridge Street. Learn about how voluntary organizations active in disaster and long-term recovery organizations will be there with light refreshments and a door prize raffle. Gina Birmingham works at the St. John's Housing Partnership and serves as long-term disaster recovery coordinator. Check this out. I'll put link in comments. Very, very interesting. So this is happening Thursday, August 29th from 9 to noon. And there's a lot of information, a lot of things going on there.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going on this. This is going to be very interesting. This is the Labor Day weekend show aboard Sabrage St. Augustine. This is a Jimmy Buffett tribute.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I know I'm going to learn. I'm going to have a great time here. So what a special event this will be. Join the Jimmy Buffett weekend in Florida, the Labor Day weekend show on Sabrage St. Augustine. This is a full-blown celebration of Jimmy's music and spirit of St. Augustine's only Buffett tribute band. Of course, that's Landfall. Tickets are limited, so buy yours now. A second cruise will possibly be added. If there's an influx, give them a call, 904-310-4999.
That'll be a great time, Sabraj.
I'm going with spicy. Let's see what happens.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, this is interesting. We heard from our peeps at Rebloom. They're doing all the great Parkinson's work in town. This is happening Saturday, September 7th. Knowledge in Motion. This is the second annual education forum for Parkinson's. Join them for an empowering day of learning Knowledge in Motion, Parkinson's Forum, and they'll bring together renowned experts and passionate individuals to fight against Parkinson's disease. This is a very powerful group out there. If you know anybody that's going through Parkinson's or needs more education, get on board with this. I'll put link in comments from Rebloom. Again, Saturday, September 7th, 9 a.m. Super, super cool. This will be at the University of St. Augustine for Health Sciences. We'll be talking to them in September, doing some great work with ALS. We are really doing some great work in town.
All right, very cool. Speaking of health services, hey, teeth, the big part of your health.
Big time.
And at Magnolia Family Dentistry, they are redefining what it means to visit the dentist in St. Augustine and St. Johns County. Magnolia Family Dentistry is not just about clean teeth. It is about a clean and extraordinary experience across the board. From the moment you step through their doors, you're going to be welcomed into a state-of-the-art practice that prioritizes your comfort and your well-being. Their commitment to excellence shines through in every aspect of their care, from routine checkups to advanced procedures. Dr. Rodriguez and her dedicated team provide a warm, caring atmosphere where your health and happiness are their top priority. Give them a call. They're 10 minutes from everybody. 904-824-0990 and see why so many of our friends and neighbors are smiling so big about Magnolia Family Dentistry. Of course, also our friends at Shayla Moore, where you can step beyond the velvet